Alright, started the stream a little bit late today, but that's because we were doing a Mother's Day thing. Everybody, welcome to Dream Daddy, another stream of Dream Daddy. The best game to play on Mother's Day. Because what easier way to be a mother than to date a single dad? So we're going to continue from where we left off. I believe last stream we went and did our second date with Matt, who is my personal dream daddy. No, I don't care who you guys like. But we're gonna go through with this. We're gonna see what this is all about here. All right. So let me. There we go. All right. So we're on. Yeah, that's right. We're on.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Yeah. Craig, okay, I think this is the message where, like, we keep getting it over and over, and Craig really, really wants us to, like, step in and be there with Robert, and we could check it out, but, like, I think it's more of a Matt situation for us. I am curious, because I am home dogs with, Craig, so maybe we check it out. Let me get my sheet. And yeah, he was like California dude, right? Yeah, California bro. Hey buddy, I have a favor to ask. Robert invited me over for dinner. I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro, but I've known the guy for years and I still can't get a good read on him. I know it's gonna be super awkward if I go by myself. Yeah, you know, he's gonna keep messaging until it happens. It's gonna be super awkward if I go by myself. Not that it would be more awkward if you went with me, but please, will you come with me? I love food. I love food if it's free. And I don't know why you're so sweaty over cooking, but sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you! I really hope that's a sweat of relief. So, we'll do this for Craig. That doesn't sound too bad. Could definitely go for free food, but why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't? Hurry up and reply before my dad brain can work itself into a paranoia spiral. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you! Craig and I decided to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Craig's waiting on my porch, bottle of white wine in hand. I hope he's cooking either fish or chicken, because it's supposed to go with that.
Bro.
Dad! Boy, am I glad to see you. Likewise, man. Classy of you to bring wine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Alright, cool. Wow. Alright. Well, hey. Oh, that's right, because he's training and he's got the physical fitness going on. Nothing destroys muscles more than even a single glass of alcohol. Not just one and then done, but like one drink a day can really mess things up. Or at least I think he has a wine cellar. I'm genuinely unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him. Thank God it's not just me. I never know.
Nice.
He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly or iron his shirts. I feel like you learned to cook after you learned those two first. I mean...
Nice.
One time I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like sitting above it, but still. If he were on trial, I think the jury would define that as in the trash. In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing a food from the top of the trash before. Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. True, maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back.
Nice.
We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell. Oh god, he lives near Matt's place? And ring the doorbell, but the doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know, that's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. Oh yeah, what's his... I think he's Droopy. Yep. 1 second. This is uncharted territory, Dad. What if he's the one making barking noises and there is no dog? Don't say that, we're not even inside yet.
Nice.
Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me. Yup, this was supposed to be a date between two dads, but now we're the awkward tricycle.
Hey,
Dad, didn't know you'd be tagging along.
I don't know.
Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. No, of course not. Yeah, you could see the little sweat like on his cheek. He's just like, sorry, senpai. I can leave if there's not.
No, it's fine. Come on in. We can have a menage a trois.
We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really. No, it's not. He's got laundry on the chair over there. It looks like the opposite of. It looks okay. From a game design lazy standpoint, it looks like our house, but mirrored, and they just did a little bit to not copy the homework. We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. All right, yeah, they acknowledge it's messy.
Make yourselves at home.
We can still hear barking from the other room. I didn't know you have a dog, Robert.
Oh, yeah, that's Betsy. Have to put her up when guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit.
What kind of dog is she? If it's a bloodhound, this is amazing.
Pit bull.
Okay, that's fine.
Rescued her from a dog fighting ring a few back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I'd probably have to take you both to the ER.
Craig and I make eye contact. He raises his not scarred eyebrow at me. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Anyways, dinner should be ready in a minute. I hope you guys like asabuco.
Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers, Was the dogfighting thing real or was he kidding? You know what? I think that Robert actually has lived that life of danger, but is so used to the life of danger that he may forget sometimes that other people haven't lived that and are not used to that. But because he's lived that life of danger and actually lived life to that extreme, he's picked up all these skills, can do all that kind of thing. But clearly, the stability is not there. His place is super messy. He obviously invited one person over, which should be reason enough to clean up, especially if, even if you're hanging out. I don't know.
Hey.
What's Asabuco? I don't know. Did he make up that word? No, he didn't. Until I have Asabuco in front of me, we can only assume so. We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed?
Nice.
Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one. Robert finally walks into the room, carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. So he has the skills to be classy, he just might have an impulse problem.
I don't have a dining table. I don't trust them, so we're eating here. Also, I don't have real people plates. I hope that's okay.
Robert sets plates in front of us on the coffee table. Still can't tell what it is. It looks like meat, maybe. Lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables, so it's close enough to Asabuco. I think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta. I guess there's only one way to find out. I take a bite, and I bet it's amazing.
Nice.
Oh my god. I take another bite. The medley of flavors in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender, and the risotto, I think that's what it is so creamy. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? Oh.
I fished it out of a dumpster behind a restaurant, or at least I think it was a restaurant.
No.
Can you believe people just throw this stuff away?
I almost gagged.
I'm kidding.
I look over at Craig, who looks wary but still has his mouth full. He gives Robert a thumbs up.
Glad you like it.
Where did you learn how to cook like this?
Worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot sec.
Is he messing with us? I decide to play along. You lived in Spain?
Oh.
After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Whereas a couple of odd jobs wherever I could to scrape together some cash.
Hey.
One night I'm eating dinner at this little restaurant just outside of Madrid. I go to pay and realize I spent the last of my money on booze the night before. I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my ma's side. This guy has lived too much of a, crazy life.
Oh.
Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way up from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back to the States? Who did he con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship?
Oh.
Anyway, I still love to cook. I don't know what's real anymore, but this food's so good I kind of don't care. That's amazing.
Hmm?
It really is. To be totally honest, I wasn't expecting gourmet cooking here, especially not served on paper plates.
I don't care about presentation. If the food is good, it should speak for itself. And that's his deal. It's not about the presentation. It's about what it tastes like. Alright, I support that philosophy. To a degree, presentation should be a thing. But I get his idea now. This ossobuco is screaming for itself.
Oh.
And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up. Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds?
Mm-hmm.
Help yourself, but save room for dessert. I made lemonberry savarin. What?
Hmm?
Well, aren't you just full of
Hey!
surprises?
Robert winks. You bet I am.
Ah.
You can come over for dinner anytime.
Oh.
Craig.
I'm gonna go get seconds. Me too. After consuming, yeah, Robert's trying to get with Craig, and obviously, yeah, that was definitely like a, I didn't invite you, Dad. After consuming way more ossobuco than my body could handle, and then really ensuring a later food coma with a generous serving of whatever Savarin was, Craig and I decide to head out.
Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social. Good for you, man. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company.
Especially if there's ossobuco involved.
Cool.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright. I think we can probably do one more before I, lock it in with Matt. We've already done Craig. Great Queen, welcome. We just found out some things about Robert. Or rather, not found out, but we assumed things about Robert. I think we got time for one more date before we actually, lock in with Matt. That's okay. So you want to do, you think, Damien, you want to check out Mr. Vampire Man? Sure, I'm about it. Let's do it. Yeah, no, I don't know if he... Alright. So, Robert's whole thing at the very end, because we were eating ossobuco on paper plates and he made us a lemonberry savarin, apparently, was he's like, hey, I don't care about presentation. I think the food should speak for itself, which I believe is a metaphor for him and, his philosophy, because his living room was a bit of a mess. But goddamn, the man knows how to cook. I think that's well and good, but I think presentation matters a little bit. Damien strikes me as the presentation is everything kind of guy. Matt and Craig are great middle grounds. Brian's trying too hard. I just, no thank you. Hugo, I haven't even touched, and I'm not really probably gonna. He seems like a cool dude, but, whatever. Anyways, Matt's the real choice here. Let's go check out Damien. Now, let me see what voice I gave him. Damien is Astarion. And then what's his... Oh yeah, that's right, his son is Goofy. This is gonna be a good one. Damien really seemed interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I could hang out with him to get him to know him a little better. And navigate to Damien's dad book page to type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out some Tim. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But
then he keeps typing. Oh no. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I'll leave the computer to get some coffee. And he's still typing. Okay, he's either typing a novel or he's doing a hunt and peck because he's a dad. Oh no. Dad, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly a manner as I would have liked. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship. He should be the English teacher. Jesus, man. Oh, his last name is Bloodmarch? Fuck off. Can I reload my last save, please? No, we'll do this. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Bloodmarch. I find his incredible vernacular overly, unnecessarily ostentatious. Anyways. Amanda, can you help me with something?
Ugh.
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. Ew, I would never ask anyone to do that for me, ever. And also, just, no, ew, no. No. Can you interpret this for me?
Oh.
My dad can't read. I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? No, he's talking like he's from the 1600s. Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying lol and lamau, and whatever decided that they needed to was bring it back to the 1800s. All right, so I was off by 200 years, but what's 200 years to a vampire? So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What?
Yeah.
Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like, the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still got a B, though. Great, so what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard.
Alright.
Alright. Yeah, as you can say, just keep typing normal. He gets it. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. With that big doofy smile of... Well, I suppose that's that. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. More of a manor? Estate. The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. Use the door knocker. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. Oswell E. Spencer? Are you home? As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Oh, I like that the dog is up there too. This is funny. Look at it. It's got like this really long snoot. I forget. I want to say it's so funny though. Like I forget. It's not a greyhound, but I don't know dog breeds. Kangaloo, maybe. I don't know. Kangaloo would know. Silence. Bourgeois? Is it pronounced bourgeois or bourgeois? I believe it's pronounced, I want to say it's pronounced bourgeois. Bourgeois. Borzoi. Okay, so borzoi. Got it. I thought it was bourgeois because it would make sense that he's like, you know, oh, the bourgeoisie. I like that he's got little snacklets out too. Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Dad, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing atop the majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. So he's literally like, he's got like the little loop and like the plate with the little candle coming out of it. He's just like, yes. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked. Was it also a draft? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and a parlor again for some reason.
Oh.
Well, hey, like, you know, whatever. That's just my opinion, man. He doesn't have to think they're creepy. He's a confident dad would hear, what's with the creepy oil paintings? And confident dad would just be like, yeah, they're, you know, whatever. That they're my relatives. Whatever. I don't think they're creepy. Cool. That's what you think. Says more about you than it does about me. This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. That's Lucian's room. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward. There's more to see. Lovely. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Very big presentation. I need to know what he does for work. That's enough of the tour. Just kidding. I want to know what the dead butterflies are doing. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ah, the pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Alright. Let's look out the window, wistfully. I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn! Did you know that Victorians spent the last 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? He gets me and I get him. Remember, I did say I was looking wistfully out the window. Wait, really?
Oh.
No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Let's pick up a book. Oh, he just likes me checking out the place. All right. You know, Jad, people in the Victorian area, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. That sounds like video games. I pull out a book from I examine the worn cover of a book. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
Oh, my.
Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. Please, will you join me for tea? Sure. It's very cheery. I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out on a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. Can't believe we're having a high tea. Never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
How delightful.
I don't like that voice for him. So anyways.
It's common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when the fact high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they are served.
So this is low tea?
My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea.
That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. He is obsessed with the Victorian period. I have a lot of thoughts that I could share, but don't care to. But yeah, the skull collection's kind of cool. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? And I like your cape. I think he would really enjoy that I say I like your cape. The home is really impressive, but like, yeah, I like your cape. I don't actually. Your home is really impressive. Oh no, he wants to bang me. Seems like you really put a lot of work into this place.
Thank you.
Huh.
No one's ever complimented my home before.
Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place. Look what you've done. Kind of jealous.
That's very generous of you to say.
What got you so interested in goth stuff?
Oh.
Well, when I was a young boy, my father took me into the city and joined the Black Parade to see a marching band. I'm afraid I don't understand.
You serious?
Of course.
But it's you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Welcome to the Black Parade. Seriously?
I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. Started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals, grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think.
Why not go all the way?
I like not dying when I catch a cold.
He takes a sip of tea.
I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and I try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid.
Oh, to try to live a life.
But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest. To be cognizant of its flaws, and love it all the same. Tell me, Dad, do you have any hobbies?
Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff.
Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and, quite honestly, rather attractive. Please do tell me about your hobbies.
Quick, sounds sophisticated. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. Love me some word jugbles. I learned how to juggle once. It's been a while since I pulled this one out. My good old friend, the D4. Hasn't been out since we last played Darkest Dungeon. 4 is a reroll. It's a 4. It's a 3. I learned how to juggle once. He didn't like it. I don't even remember what the second one was, but those are all going to be really bad. Gravity is an interesting thing, and I believe that juggling is the pinnacle of humankind's interaction with the gravitational arts. Interesting. I started out with scarves, but now I can comfortably juggle balls. Juggling pins is currently out of my purview. Damien looks at me quizzically, but shrugs it off. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches.
Oh.
Come, I have one more thing to show you.
Ooh. Damien takes me around the back of his home where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air.
My garden.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings.
Huh.
Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and picks a gorgeous bright orange flower off a vine. Lilium bulbiferarum. Lilium bulbiferarum. The orange lily. What do you think this one means? It actually is true. And the only reason I know that is because I played Persona 5, and you could get a part-time job as a florist, and there was a secret side quest you could do. I had to look it up because if you screwed up, like the customer would come by and be like, "Oh my God, like I need a bouquet for this occasion," and it would give you a list of 10 different flowers and 5 different ribbons. You had to choose 3 flowers and 1 ribbon. I had no idea. And so I looked up the answers, and it's very specific. And I was like, why is it specific? This is actually true. My loins are ablaze. Thou art the Titus. 3 cheers for sweet... My loins are ablaze is probably the one.
Ah.
Yeah, you know. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Me personally, probably snapdragons. They look really cool. Because they're cute. You can do that thing where you squeeze them so it looks like they're talking. What a lovely choice. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. He would put together a bouquet for me? No one's ever given me a bouquet before. Follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. That is untrue. I have received flowers. It's very nice. Very appreciated. Suddenly, a phone rings. Oh, Dad, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Whoops. I accidentally hit the wrong key. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle. Are we done?
That guard.
Fix that garg. Oh, is this like the Shrine of the Silver Monkey? Yeah. No, okay, that's bad. Okay. No, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. This is very bad. Nope. That's definitely the head. Nope. No, go back. Okay, that right here? What the heck, man? This is bad. I hate this. Oh, wait. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Goal!
Garg fixed. Yes. No, I did notice that up and down rotate, but like I just didn't know what piece was where. Whew, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset.
Ah!
Dad, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school post-haste. Do you need help? Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. I like that dad's is capitalized.
Huh.
You're right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. Hi, Hugo. Damien and I walk to the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien. You're here in record time.
Oh no.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the "my kids are in trouble" rodeo. Oh, both of them are... that sucks.
Was it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room where a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I realize the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. There might be a boiler monster down there. Oh, it's the both of them. Ugh. We find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucien and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucien has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. Can't make heads or tail of this. I look around at the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around.
Huh.
What happened here? Ernest punched me. What is Hugo's? Or no, what's Ernest's? Oh yeah.
Lucien tried to kill me.
Oh my.
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. Oh, he's doing oh god, Edgar Allan Poe's The Cask of Amontillado. Except you're supposed to make the guy super drunk and then build the brick wall. Not, did you knock him out? You did, obviously it didn't work. But hey, props for literary.
You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me.
How to do it? It's the Cask of Amontillado. Whoa, wait a second. Lucien, did you try to Cask of Amontillado Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's Cask of Amontillado?
Huh.
It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where the man gets his enemy drunk, lowers him down to the cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall.
Oh.
It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucien, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized I had lied about the wine.
And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off.
Ernest, 20 minutes?
Dad!
Whoa.
It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the Cask of Amontillado. And it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucien was leading into a elaborate ruse. Did you even read the story?
I read the first 5 pages and then read a review of a movie. It seems to be a trend in these parts.
Whoa.
It's only 5... It's only 5 pages long, and there is no movie.
Ha! Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucien to read it for me.
I don't know.
Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo seem to both have their heads in their hands. You guys were always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucien high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucien, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucien immediately pulls up his hood and stares out the window, angrily. Just like a Victorian!
I'm not going...
Oh, wait, nope. I'm not going to therapy again.
Ah.
I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too.
Huh.
Maybe you could spend this next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want your own car. Can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard.
I love you, son.
Hmm.
Lucian continues staring out the window. He's a good dad. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. Okay. Big dad moves being made by Damien. Very impressive. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside.
Oh.
I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright. All things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining.
Oh.
There is that, yes. Honestly, I really admire how he did this. I am curious about it. I know this is, like, I would like to be like, he's probably going through a phase. I really admire how you handled that. But does he go through this thing a lot? I would like to do all three. We have to pick what's the most important. And I don't want to say he's just going through a phase, because that just diminishes it. Does this kind of thing happens a lot, allows him to vent. But I admire how he handled it. Is basically just affirming that he's doing the right thing, and that's, I mean, yeah, he is. He's doing the right thing. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him. And I don't think yelling at him would do any of us favors. It rarely does. You're a good dad. See you around soon. Oh, there goes the eggplants. It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. So the only thing we didn't do good on that date was talk about how we juggled. I came home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plopped down next to her. Yo. What you watching?
Yeah.
Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with amused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling.
What if I told you I wanted a two-bath, shabby chic cottage? This house doesn't even have a bathroom.
But there's plenty of bottles around. But honey,
The outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg.
why don't they just get a regular sized house?
Huh?
I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? Well, it's nighttime, you tell me. It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian, then since he tried to, he lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage and then tried to break him into the wall, right? How'd you know that? Has everybody heard the story except for me?
Yeah.
Lucian live streamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company and surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Also decided to wear my dadliest shirt for the stream. That's what I get. Afternoon tea kind of sucked. Oh, Jusama.
Simply marvelous.
Bonding, cool, family fun, whatever, darkness, Poe. See, I knew it was Edgar Allan Poe before they even said anything. There's dad points, and then there's daddy points.
Welcome. You've got Dad.
Message. Oh, it's Craig again. I don't want to know that. No. I don't want to know that you got the runs. Oh, I've got just the thing. I'll go out to the store and give you a real chunky milkshake, cherry licorice, and a book of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? Oh, it's not for the it's not for the diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Wait, why are we talking about this? By I've got the runs, I meant that I feel like running. Sure. Want to come with me to the gym? Why do I feel less excited about that than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Come on, man, it'll be fun. You know what? Sure. When are we doing this? There's 30 more minutes left in this Meat Hell marathon. I'm outside right now. I'm warming up. Okay.
At least let me see if Betty gets away from the wolves in time to get her sopressata wrapped cheesecake out of the oven. Should we? Like, he is best friend Craig. He's best friend from college Craig. We have not gone on, like, an official date with Craig, I don't think. Have we gone on a date with him? We have not gone on an official date with him, and I don't think these count, but I'm gonna, like, I want to get back to my honey. A man. Let's check it out. Boo. Is this a mini game?
The gym just installed these new virtual jogging treadmills. We'll feel like we're running outdoors.
Why don't we just go running outdoors?
Bro,
You can see other runners on your screen too. Let's try it out together.
You mean like an open world game where you can run in place but act like you're running outside, but then also run into other people? What a crazy concept. It's based on real life. Other runners, will I be able to keep up?
Don't worry, we're here to cheer each other on. I'll be right there with you. Just get a rhythm going. Keep your heart rate up, but don't overexert yourself. You'll do great.
What am I doing?
run that dad.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I need to hold the space bar down to increase it, but don't go too high. Alright, Craig.
Hey!
I've got eggplant power. I don't know what that meant, but I just decided it was time to mash the space bar, which I will be doing. And you'll hear it. Alright. We can get this guy. Let's get past him. You're fucking done, Eric. Get out of here. I think that was Eric. I don't know. Yeah, that was Eric. Yeah. Oh, no, that was Joseph? Where's Eric in this? No, yeah, we're past him.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
Yeah, later, lady, whatever your name is. Was that Susie? I think that was Susie. Oh, Ross. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, these are all people from Game Grumps. Oh, that's cool. Will, Ross, Vernon, Susie. Susie is Aaron's wife. Is that Brian over there? That's Brian. That's kind of cool. All right, is it? Yes, eggplant me. Eggplant me, bro. Alright, let's get past this guy. Come on. And there's Jory. Ah, this is cool. Nice little Easter egg for everybody. Alright, we can do this, yeah. Keep the sweats going. Here we go. Cheer me on. Come on, Craig. Give me the juice. Give me the juice. Give me the juice! Alright, here we go. By the way, every time you hear the ding, that's me pressing the space bar once. Ooh, I can click too, so I can alternate between click and space bar to achieve the same effect. That'll make my taps way faster. Here we go. Come on. Give me the juice. It's time. First place, baby! Woo! Or second place, because, you know, Craig did it. Woo!
That was a gold medal performance for sure.
I got nothing to say.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I think I might have woke up my neighbors.
Whoops. Let's go see how Matt's doing.
My moderator is watching in the other room because that's how we do this. And it's it's really funny because I just heard myself go woo in the other room really loud. So let me save this. Let's go experience the rest of the game. We can always save and come back to this to commit. Um, uh, we can go on since we saved and we want to commit to Matt. I can choose to just date whatever. See, because I'm not afraid of other things like, oh, you've committed, and oh, I'm losing out and not dating anybody. If something happens, now is the time that I would date Matt. I'm gonna bookmark this and say, hey, this is where I would go on Matt's third date and commit to Matt. I am going to date around but not commit to anybody. And if anything ever comes up, like, oh, it's the end of the game or something like that, ending, going to Matt, viewing the end of the game. Matt is my choice. We've all talked about this. But let's go on other dates, shall we? Yeah, I know. Well, luckily the neighbors are on the connected neighbors are on your side of the house, and the other side over here is not actually, Yeah. Wow. All right. Yeah, that's definitely something. But anyways, pick somebody other than Matt, and we will, see how that goes. Oh, well, that's good. Yes, I vote not Brian as well. I don't care for Brian. Very much do not care for Brian. Yeah, we haven't really gone to Hugo yet, so let's check him out. Yeah, who else have we not touched at all? Well, we haven't touched Brian at all. I'm not interested. Craig, we haven't gone on an official date with yet. We've hung out with him. Yeah, Hugo, let's check out Hugo. He seems okay. I'm surprised you guys aren't sick of my bad Scottish accent. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Wanna hang out sometime? Wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones is cold and sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Sure. I completely understand if you don't want to, can't make it. But I've got to be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school, arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you? Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible.
Aww.
Everyone sucks, no self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40-plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40s, Pop. Oh, top 40s, Pop. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? I thought it was fine. Me personally, I thought mine was fine. There was nothing really out of the ordinary for me. I had friends who, no, they all wronged me in some way, shape, or form. They were terrible to me. I didn't have anybody who wronged me. We just kind of faded out of existence from each other, which is, it's fine. I take that back. There was one guy who didn't do anything to me, and I actually saw him at the bar the other day. He's still a good guy. And wait, I was terrible to them too. It's all rushing back to me. Middle school is awful. I had repressed it for so long.
Yeah.
Dad, did we just have a breakthrough? I think we did.
Yeah.
See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega required my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You met your best friend in 7th grade. Nice. I don't remember you, but that's cool. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They give us square pizza at the clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you don't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Wellington threw up in one of the vats of clam chowder, and I am the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyways, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What? Are you worried that What? Are you worried that a whale is gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there.
Yes.
Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of the ocean. I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells us to meet up at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. Yeah, I know. The whale in the touch tank did kind of get me. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me, looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo. It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo, then they go back to texting. At least they're quiet. Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunt. It's middle school after all. We'll see. The classes start filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks. I like it. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? Moby Dick? Oh, well. We just did a unit on the Old Man and the Sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays. Gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I walk over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. That's a lionfish. Hey. Or zebrafish. Yeah, it's a lionfish. Whoa, that right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? That sounds like me at Thanksgiving. Whoa. Their spines are venomous too. They are also an invasive species in most places. I forget where they're native to, but generally it's accepted to kill and fish and hunt them. Nature is hardcore.
Yes.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. Not a flounder, is it? That's a stonefish. The most venomous fish in the world. And they just, like, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless, so as long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. So your skin dies. Cool. Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one. Yeah, that's the humphead wrasse. Yeah. Did you know that political fish trivia, paranormal fish trivia, psychiatric fish trivia? Let's do paranormal. This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular beliefs, it's not an actual vampire. That's the vampire fish. Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. I'm playing it for the gag here. Ha! Good one. Yeah, if I kept that going, because he was just like, what? What? And then, no. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming around inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. Oh, did he want to become like a marine biologist? Just settled for English? The ripples in the water cast blue moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow.
Oh.
I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. Are those two sharks kissing? We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. I'm gonna ask if the two sharks are kissing. No, Dad. One's eating the other. Well, we sat together for a moment admiring the wonders of marine life. I am not gonna comment on him. I'm good. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing that kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moistured hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Dad? Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance. They have a hunger for hands that only hands can satisfy. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. But what if we touched hands at the aquarium? Haha, JK. Unless... I pull away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, just get a little carried away sometime. Wait, that girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that?
Oh.
Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Oh no. Susan! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. She was trying to steal a fish. Wanna tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Wanna tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. I'm not afraid to hit a child. No, we don't have time for games here. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clank. Nope. Even in good cop, bad cop, you escalate slowly the severity of the situation. You come at them hard, they're going to put up a wall. It's no good. We don't have time for games here. If they refuse, then you start hitting them like... You know that stealing fish from the aquarium can lead to jail, right? I didn't steal a fish. I didn't say you did. Just thought you might want to know that fact. Oh, okay, what? So we don't have time for games here. Whatever it is, it goes back in the touch tank. Now. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Oh.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
Huh?
Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Horseshoe crabs are so nice.
Jesus, Susan, what was your plan?
I was trying to free him.
To where? Outside? Where he was gonna die?
No.
Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later.
Yeah, and hands where we can see him.
Susan walks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder.
Ah.
Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks. Sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant all surround us.
Oh.
Look over here. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth.
Ah.
That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They jump back on their phones.
Ah.
Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Man, I thought we had it hard.
Oh.
Wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. Oh, however many thousand of them. I seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Ah.
It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if we stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Penguins. Do we get to see the penguins?
Ah.
Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yeah. Our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't so bad.
Sweet Manchego.
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding, it's very bad. Is it one of ours?
I don't know.
It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around.
No.
I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody! Everybody! I have an announcement. The whole room turns toward Hugo.
I don't know.
Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everyone just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst! Hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here!
Neither can you.
I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy, I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion where we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing?
I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom.
Where are they even gonna go?
They're gonna live in my closet.
Look, I just don't have the time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here.
Not until I save a penguin.
Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Bribe her? Relate to her. Lay down the law. So, I don't think bribing her is gonna do it. Like, bribing her would work, but it feels bad. Relating to her? No, it's not. I don't think that's gonna work. Laying down the law is also not gonna work, because she's already like, I don't wanna. I actually think relating to her or bribing her is the best choice. Relating to her would be like, listen, I know you want to save the penguins, but you can't do that. They're here, they've grown here, they understand that they live here. Bribing her is just like, I'll buy you a pizza if you leave the penguins alone. Please. And then she's going to be like, well, I want more than that. So it's either relate to her or bribe her. Choose relate. Think back to the time I released... Yeah. I think back to the time I released all the feeder mice from the pet store. It was a disaster. I was 6, but it was a disaster. Molly, you know life can be cruel. Money! Give me money! I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well give it to me right now. I reach into a pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well I have $12 and some change. There's also a button here. Is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We moved to shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realized there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds. Is this a mini game? It is.
That bird.
Is that Aaron? No. Bad bird. Nope, go away. Meow. Gotta keep slapping the birds. Yeah, it ended up being a bribe, but I gotta keep slapping these birds. No. Bribe the teen. Bribe the teen. Yes, we gave her the dollars. Alright, we're good. We did it. Wait, why do the birds have dollars? Yeah, 0 penguins escaped. Okay. Whew. Glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo is wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech. And that is why I think penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everyone starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
What?
What? I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan. I suppose that they can compare animal thief notes.
Ah.
You're not off the hook, Molly.
Oh.
Dad, did you just bribe a child? I bribed a child. Can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. I would just straight up be like, yeah, I bribed a child. It was the only way to get her out of the exhibit. I'm not proud of what I've done. I'm not proud of it either. One of my penguin facts. Trademark. Lecture. But at least we got her out.
Oh.
Let's just get through the day and get her out of here. I do enjoy that I am making a lot of right choices just by being like, yeah, I bribed a child. So, I got her out of there. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop and we can make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load onto the buses, Hugo pulls me aside. Hey, Dad, thanks so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards? I love cheese boards. I'm all about cheese boards. There is nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board. Great. Well, I've got to make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. Walk inside to the house, empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
Aww.
We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any employees saw.
Yeah.
We got to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud. It's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes.
Eh?
You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father.
I'm JK rolling with delight.
Oh, with delight.
You've got dads.
Text message? Oh, no, what? Group chat?
Hey, are you up to anything tonight?
Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Whoa, why can I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now. I've got to destroy this computer. Dad, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were very well versed in information security. Dad, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see art. Let's go see the art. Man, feeling arty. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been into one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo anywhere, and it feels just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Dad? I turn around. It's Joseph. Dad? Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art, appreciatist.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Damien invited me to the art walk thing. I guess he invited you too. Yep, admittedly out of my depth here.
Oh.
Thank God. Thought I was gonna be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that out? Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God. Yup, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister.
Oh.
The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look and spot Hugo and Dagan. Wow. Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve.
Ooh.
Evening, friends.
Oh.
Who's ready for some art?
Art is dead as nothing is real. I have no idea what I'm in for.
Hey.
Same.
Ah.
All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese.
I like art now.
Oh.
I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go help myself to some tiny wines. You would like tiny wines, Mr. Minister. You know what? Let's hang out with Joseph. I think I need to cheese up before I delve into art appreciation.
Oh.
Good idea. Appreciating art does burn a lot of calories. Gotta carb up on these crackers. Joseph and I sidle up to the snack table. There's a pretty nice spread of little plastic cups and white wine, some crackers, grapes, and cheese.
Yeah.
This is more my speed. We eat a couple of cheese cubes in silence. These are really good.
Hey.
Yeah, I didn't eat dinner. Think I could possibly fill up on snacks if I'm sneaky on it. I already ate dinner, but I will always have room for cheese.
Oh.
I'm going in for more crackers. Cover me. I shield Joseph from the small crowd of mild-mannered art people milling about the room. I don't think anyone's paying attention. We should probably get back to Damien and Hugo.
Aye.
Right. Just let me fill up this cup with cheese first. For the road. Road cheese.
Oh.
The best kind. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on the walls. Oh. Oh, jeez. What am I looking at here?
Hmm.
This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you?
I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a metaphor on the human condition. It reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt. It represents strife. It's a profound statement on the commonality and the struggle of survival.
Ah.
That's really powerful, Dad. Care to expound on it? Just kidding, it's a butt. I bet it's actually a butt. Sure, I was going to choose it's a butt, but also like, with pleasure. These vivid, simple forms communicate a solemnity that is betrayed by the raw expressiveness of the brushwork, which, in a way, speaks to the essential nature of human experience. The scars left by the passage of time and the turmoil of contemporary life are both contextualized and deepened by the rose-colored echoes of pre-Oedipal consciousness. Slow down there, Dad. Do us a favor and keep it simple. It's a butt. It's a butt. It's a butt. Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. Hey. Well, a valid assessment. I can't help feeling your initial judgment may be closer to the artist's intentions. Maybe you're underestimating how much the artist liked butts. You are a servant of the Lord.
Oh.
We are all God's creatures, even butts. Just remember, your butt is a gateway to God. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents some of the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork, and a feel that is rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that?
Oh.
That's what it says on the placard. Oh. Let's look at a few more of these. Walk around the gallery, sampling more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by, what's the word? Realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Psh, I could do that.
Ah.
Excuse me. Hugo, not here. No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him.
Oh.
You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one. So just leave it go, man. He didn't do it. Let him live in his fantasy world. He obviously didn't do it. He also thinks he doesn't have to. Just you're good, man. Like, let him have his fantasy. It's fine. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is so bad your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Yeah, I know. So many people say that at galleries. Ridiculous. The only thing I will say that I could do is like a Jackson Pollock kind of thing where I'm just flitting paint on the canvas. But even then, no, you really can't. You could do something like it, but art is unique to each individual person. If you could say, I could make something similar, I bet you could, but it wouldn't be the same, and it would also be you imitating someone else instead of creating something original. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry. I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I, for one, know that I cannot do most art. I can make an attempt at art. See if people like it. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what would ease the mood? Wine and cheese. Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese.
Hey.
Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese.
Ah.
We got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art? It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us.
Oh, Kirk Douglas.
So, quick question.
Ah.
Shoot. What is happening? I second this question.
Hey,
Performance art. What does it mean?
Oh.
Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Dadley. What's the humanity of I don't think it's fear of existence. I think they just really like screaming. The humanity of being human. All art is the humanity of being human. It's just about expressing yourself, and I think that they are expressing that they really like screaming. That they do, but I'm not sure if it encompasses the whole of their performance. What do you think they're trying to say?
Oh.
I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions.
Huh.
With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So, what you're saying is,
Oh.
if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art, as long as I, really mean it. Joseph is a man of the people. I have been there, Joseph. Damien fixes him with a hard stare.
Hey.
I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd.
Ah.
Wise. We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Whew, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together. We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was really nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese.
Oh.
The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings, those would melt in the sun too. And I feel it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice Emmentaler, possibly. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions. Like, for example, luchadors. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses. Mostly boats. Really?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork.
Oh.
What? Boats are cool.
Hmm.
What about you, Dad? Tasteful nudes of the artist. Yeah, no, that's me. Yeah, well, he has an actual anchor tattoo on his bicep, on his tricep. He used to be across seas. He is the I fell in love with the ocean but decided to settle down kind of guy. If I had to choose out of all these, probably just landscapes. I think I could examine a lot of beautiful imagery. I think I could examine a lot of beautiful imagery and recapture it on canvas, and I'm just kidding, it's going to be butts.
Oh.
Joseph gives me a high five. We finally get to the cul-de-sac.
Oh.
All right, boys. Good art. Good art. Agreed. See you guys around. Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over.
Welcome.
That was disgusting, and I'm sorry. I thought that the music would still be playing, and that the mic would be quiet enough. Oh God, no. All right. Well, we don't have any weird. Wait. Oh, okay, cool. You know, we can check out Robert. Let's see what he's all about. I feel like Robert, given the right dad, would be the alpha male, I'm going to protect this other dad kind of deal. But we have to hit the right bars. We had to show him we're exciting and ooh, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I just, you know, he's not. I don't want to do that. I want Matt's my guy. He wants to go to concerts. He wants to briefly live it like he's back in his 20s, but understand that he's a responsible 30-something-year-old. I relate most to Matt. Robert is trying, like, he's not moving forward, it seems like. Like, he's moved forward in terms of learning skills, but he has not moved forward from his past of adventurous life. Brian feels like, with his overproud daughter thing, that he missed out on his own past and is forcing his daughter to go through with it. Joseph is in love with his past and fell in love with the sea. Hugo, I don't know so much about. Damien is so far in the past, he is living in the past with his Victorian era. Craig is just college life, but he's actually in the present, exercising a bunch, caring for his daughters. That's great. Too much in the here and now. Matt's the healthy balance for me. Well, let's go check out Robert. Had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out. I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. Walk away from my computer because at this point, I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work, and the house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. Ah! I'll bake her favorite pie. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into the saucepan and make the filling. Normally, I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie. It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Oh man. I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on Grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? Ooh. I bet she's allergic to nuts. See, like, so salt is a flavor enhancer. And if he adds, like, a pinch of salt in it, cool. In, like, the filling, maybe that'd work. Maybe that's the secret ingredient. More cherries, you're just making a cherry pie. Almond extract, something tells me it's going to go horribly, and she's actually allergic to almonds. So I'm going to say salt. Oh, it's salt. Duh. Just a pinch of salt to bring out the natural sweetness of the cherries. Oops. Oh, no. No. I poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm not even going to read this. I'm so sad. Should have just restarted the pie. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes. Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut, and bag robber. The lifestyle is calling me back, and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciated the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. Huh? What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what an actual cherry pie means to me, emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems you might have baked this pie incorrectly. And you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you actually accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, it's Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? That's bleach and ammonia. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you just eat the pie, Panda? I cut a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. This is going to be horrible. What's wrong? Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I doubt this. But then I said it was amazing, so maybe... I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve, said Dad. The dad.
Yeah.
Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media make us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, your sleeve is on fire. I run to the sink and put it out. Pride will be my undoing.
Eh?
Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room and do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat. Such an easy word jumble. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. Robert, are you going to message me now? I decide to check the dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Huh. I hope he's okay. Is he going to bust in my house in the middle of the night? Turn out the lights and lie down. Hey. Hey, Dad. Hey. Hey, Dad. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. Is he on coke? What is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the force of the dinging. Computer screen illuminates the dark room. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me hunk. I will hunk. Get out of here. Or get out here. Hank! I look out the window, and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. Yeah, no. No. Very much no. I open my door and try to figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey? Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. I've had at least a week and a half straight of not doing anything other than tending to the house. Like, at some point I gotta go to work, right? Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing pants. I mean, I don't mind. Right, 1 second. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. Ready? Ready. Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac.
Hey.
You like Tom Waits? Tom who? Wait, who's to... Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, all right. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't. He's got to be on some kind of drug. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. Are you okay? Just peachy. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous. Just hang on. We're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving as a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of his car, and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. You just chilling out? Oh, yeah. Oh, he's literally taking me out to like look at make out point? I don't know, man. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's also gorgeous. This is where I come to masturbate. What? I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches from behind him and pulls out a magnum dong from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and suddenly I realize what it actually is. Oh shit, that's a knife. Oh, please don't stab me. Robert reaches into a pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Is he whittling? Please don't stab me with that either. Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh, I breathe a very audible sigh of relief that Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was going to stab you just now? What? No. Hate to break it to you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organs. Play along. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Nothing gets past you, huh? Robert reaches into his pocket, pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'm gonna warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? Yeah, rule number 1, don't get in a knife fight. Nobody wins. I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. He and I laugh. Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. Dad, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground, perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety? No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands. You can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs. Is this gonna be a...
Knife that wood.
Aha. Okay. And then... How do I... I did it. It's a good start. What is it? Knitting needle? But only one. You made a useless knitting needle. Alright, do another one. Let's rotate it. Oh, I'm making a popsicle stick? Yeah. Tell me about this one. A tongue depressor. I should put that in my first aid kit. Never know when you might need one. Yay!
Yop, 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 yop.
What's the story here? Something to make me look tougher. It's working. I think you could take me in a fight, probably. Hell yeah. Ready, set, go! I made an egg. What's this? Oh wait, hold on, I couldn't rotate it. I don't know. And that's just fine. Oh, it was a chicken nugget. Alright. Yeah? Yeah. Nice form. What's it supposed to be? It's you. A self-portrait. Louisiana. Good old Louisiana. Beautiful place. Got stabbed there once, you know. Or was it Kentucky? Ah, there we go, yeah. That's whittling right there. I don't know what this is. A chopstick? It's an ambidextrous chopstick. It's a stick. Yeah, check it out. Alright, can we... Oh, this is a big one. Oh, this is huge. A duck, a swan, a new friend. I like ducks. Maybe next you can carve up some wooden bread crusts to feed him. Made a cool duck. That's a horse. A big old dog. Oh, it's Sir Horsington the Brave. That's right. We talked about Sir Horsington. Ah. A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. A beautiful gift for Amanda. Exactly. I knew that.
Oh.
Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Quick, get the first aid kit. I need the tongue depressor. The only option is Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold tight. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back moments later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left with the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful though, they're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know. I thought he was going to say whittlers, and then I was going to be like, listen, man. Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Mothman is bullshit, but yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. Think about my entire time in the city, aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. You ever hear of the Dover Ghost? I don't think so.
Oh.
Well, let me tell you a story.
Hey.
I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pit bull. Yes, I do know Betsy. She was the dog that you kept inside and said would murder us all and put us in the ER, but that's okay. I don't actually know her personally. Real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning.
Whoa.
It gets a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. And then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing, and nobody's there. What's that sound? It's a Big Feet's man. What's a Big Feet's man doing outside our tent? That's pretty weird. That ain't weird. We're camping. You know what's weird? This rain cover. What do you suppose they call it for? It doesn't cover the rain. It covers us. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know something is watching us. Betsy, though she is scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. It's a Big Feet's man. A man, but with big feet. If something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it, it just looked wrong. Big arms, arms too long for its body, black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy, and I turn around to check on her, but she's gone. Into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night, and I don't think I slept right since.
So why is your dog still home? You're lying. Okay, you're full of shit.
You think I'm lying?
Robert pulls out his wallet and shows me a picture of a beautiful pit bull.
Tell that to Betsy.
Okay, bring me home.
They say that if you listen really closely on quiet nights, night just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost.
A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural, even from far away. Something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right?
I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up.
I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I barely can make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that?
We should go.
Yeah, I agree. Robert and I slowly... I'm actually getting, like, chills at, like, the thought of something like that happening. Robert and I slowly... Like, and it's also, like... Robert, fucks around a lot. But, like, you can tell when somebody, like, all of a sudden just drops it and is like, I'm not fucking around anymore. We need to go. It's like, okay... Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away back into the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that?
The Dover ghost, I guess.
I chuckled nervously. This time it doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve?
Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves.
We sit in silence for a little while longer. The fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city.
Thanks for coming out. This was fun. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house.
Oh.
I had to be around somebody.
Doing okay, man?
Oh.
Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette.
Hey.
But doing a lot of thinking.
Takes a long drag.
As I get older, I feel like more and more that I'm just drowning in this sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think.
Hey.
Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road.
Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am.
Try to think of something to say. I remember all those times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them, but there was always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. No, I'm glad you told me. This isn't the relationship that I desire, and I do feel bad for him. But I'm not your savior type deal, you know? Must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be.
Do you ever wish you were a better father?
I think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret or wish that I could have done better, but I don't have the answers. I don't know if anybody does.
Hey.
It's funny. I look at your relationship with your daughter and it seems perfect.
It isn't.
At least you're there for her.
I knew it. He is a single dad. He's just not there. I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm better father to my kid than my dad was to me.
Huh.
What did your dad do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. I don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom.
Hmm?
Do you hate him? No, I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all the happiest moments of my life, they were all with Amanda and Alex, and he just wasn't there. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison. What? I turn and smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. We both break into laughter, and he pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. No, you keep it. You never know when you might need it. Good night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Literally right down the street. Robert smirks, then pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting? You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda, Lang, you know what? It's fine.
Huh.
I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda.
Eh?
She stops. I love you.
Hmm?
It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckle to myself, then finally decide to go to bed. After I close out the game, I might...
I like you a lot.
After this, after I close out the game with Matt, I might see what the Robert ending is. Just 'cause. Knife Dad. It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh, so I decide to take the long way home. Casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide walkable sidewalks at night. It's a really long way home because I was just home. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. Turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. Oh, God. I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone and in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so... sad. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into middle distance. Yeah, let's go say hi. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. Is the seat taken? Did I write down her name? Her voice? I think it was just like drunk mom, like, yeah. She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways and she finally notices me.
Hey.
Hey, cowboy. You alright? Never better. She hiccups. I guess she's a little too far gone.
Ah.
Tears start welling up in her eyes. My husband's gay. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? See, like, the good guy in me is like, yeah, I'll walk you home, sure, why not? But then it's gonna get fucking awkward, and then all this stuff, and I should just... She's doing this because she wants to feel important to a man, and she feels that
she's not important to Joseph, cause he cares more about the youth ministry. Just help the man. It was raining out. Walking her home is technically a bad idea. I should just call her a cab. Call her a cab. I have sympathy. Yeah. Yeah, I have sympathy for Mary, but it's hard to muster the energy to give her any more of my time tonight. But hey, money can solve this problem. How about I call you a cab, Mary? Whatever you say, cowboy. Takes me a while to figure out how to call a cab from my phone without Amanda's help, but soon enough, one is on its way. Mary leans against the door frame, forlorn, while waiting for the cab to arrive. I try to make small talk, but I can't think of anything to say. Eventually, I drift back to the TV in the corner and soak up a little more of the game. It's not too much longer before I notice Mary starting to leave. We give each other a nod as she walks out the door. That could have led to something, I bet.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Another message. Ooh. Hi, this is Steven from Dadmazon. I'm out front with your delivery. Oh, okay, yes, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry, I need to put on pants first. I can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped from waist down in a duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No, wait, I'll be right down. I found some sensible capris. Ooh, I got a package. I wonder what it is. Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. I open up the box and start pulling packing peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's butterflies? Oh boy, I don't even want to know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Hey Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them? What? You ordered butterflies. You can order dead butterflies online? Wait, so these aren't yours? Is it Damien? No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now. Okay, love you. I take a look at the box again. This is addressed to Damien's house. Bring the box to Damien. I should take it over to him. Hey, bud. I jog over to Damien's house with the box. I pull back onto his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Mr. Dadley, to what do I do with the pleasure? Whoa, how did you know I was about to knock? I don't know. Oh, okay. Anyways, I think I got this delivered to my house by mistake. Okay, this is just random points with Damien we're getting? Okay. What a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier service about this. Many thanks. Not to pry, but what are you going to do with those butterflies? This game was made a while ago, but I feel like a dating sim nowadays, I would understand, like my character would understand that, oh, hey, these belong to Damien. I should go bring them to Damien because I understand that these are his. Hey, I know what you're going to do with these butterflies because I asked you about them.
Oh.
Would you like to see? Yes. Sure. Yep, here we are. Damien leads me into his study, where he set up some sort of workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. Oh, wow, that's really something, Damien. I'm quite proud of my little collection. You do all of this by yourself? Of course, I find it rather relaxing. How do you... It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't quite ready quite yet. They'll need to be rehydrated overnight, so they're easier to work with. I have some over here that are ready to pin. Damien takes a seat in his desk while I hover behind him. He picks up a little triangular paper package and snips off the edges. He pulls out an all-black butterfly and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail. He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The backs of the wings are gorgeous, iridescent green color. Oh, and the pigment on this one is so nice, too. Anyways, pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. It just requires a delicate touch. First, I'll put a pin through the thorax. Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. Here, he carefully arranges the antennae with forceps and begins placing paper and more pins on and around it. He does this so effortlessly that it's almost hypnotic. I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple days until it's ready. And then what? I remove all the pins and put it on display with the others. Take a closer look at Damien's collection. One with bright blue wings keeps drawing my eye. That's a blue morpho butterfly, isn't it? This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off the wall. Ah, yes, that's a blue morpho. One of my favorites, too. He hands the small frame to me. Here, I think this would look lovely in your home. Thanks. It's really the only butterfly that I know other than, like, the tiger butterfly and the monarch butterfly. Oh, I couldn't take this. I insist. Believe me, I have more than enough. Thank you.
Ah.
If you ever have an interest in pinning some insects yourself, you know where to find me. Heh, I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'd probably break them in half with my butterfingers. Heh. Nonsense. You have beautiful, steady hands. You would make a fine taxidermist. Am I blushing? Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do take care of yourself, Dad. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you. You already did, but okay, cool.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Anything else? Nobody else? We're good here? Alright. It's good. Alright. We're saving. So. Curious about the Robert ending. I want the Matt ending. So I saved the game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see the Matt ending. Then we'll see the Robert ending. I'm really not interested in the other guys, even as like a hypothetical thing. That's what I'll do for tonight. Yeah, because this was your choice, if you're gonna go to sleep early tonight, do you want me to continue? Because I was gonna do Matt now, but if you'd like me to do it next stream, I will. We'll do the Matt, we'll do the Robert, and then we'll see like other dates. But I'll leave that up to you. This is your choice. I could also, end the stream early and just go do whatever. We don't have tons of viewers, really, and this would also, yeah, that's totally fine. We'll end the stream early tonight. We'll do it next Sunday, but next Sunday will be the final stream for Dream Daddy. But anyways, everybody who has been watching, have a good night, and we'll see you Friday, and we'll have a good time then with Elden Ring. Have a good night.